My name is Evan Rama, and I'll be your extremer today. Could you please tell me your full name?
My full name is Pramana Sandika.
Okay, thank you. Before we start, can I see your identification card, please?
Sure, there it is.
Okay, thank you. Now we're going to start the first part of the test, which is the interview. I'm going to ask you some questions and please answer them as fully as you can. Let's begin by talking about school. What what was your favorite subject at school and why or not?
My favorite subject in school was economics. I like economics because it relates to many aspects of life such business, government policy, and even everyday expenses. I feel like economics is a subject that really helps me understand how the world works.
Which subject did you dislike and why?
To be honest, I didn't really enjoy chemistry. I found it quite difficult because there were so many formulas and reactions to remember. I even tried memorizing the periodic table, but it was still incredible difficult. Ultimately, I just couldn't connect with the subject.
Is it important for you to enjoy what you are studying?
Yes, for me it's important to enjoy what I'm studying. If like the subject, I feel more motivated and it's easier for me to focus. I also feel more relaxed and confident because learning doesn't feel like a burden.
Which subject would you like to study in the future?
In the future, I want to continue studying economics, particularly in areas related to business and finance. I believe this study will open up many opportunities and help me build a strong foundation for my career.
Okay, thank you. That's all for the first part. Now we're going to move on to part 2 of the test. In this part, you will talk about a topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Please read the task card carefully. You have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say and you make some notes if you wish.
Thank you.
Okay, your time starts now. Okay, thank you. You may start speaking now.
Someone who truly inspires me is Maudi Ayunda. I first knew her through her films and songs, but over time I realized there was more to her than just a talented public figure. She is widely known as an actress, singer, and writer, but also for her academic achievements. She completed her studies at Oxford and then pursued graduate studies at Stanford while continuing her career in the entertainment industry. She inspires me primarily through her mindset about learning and personal growth. She often talks about how education isn't just about getting a degree but about growing as a person, challenging one's limitation and contributing something meaningful to society. Because of this inspiration, I began to take my learning journey more seriously. I became more disciplined, more consistent, and more willing to step outside my comfort zone. And going forward, I want to be able to apply my curiosity, work hard, and continuously improve myself both academically and personally.
Okay, thank you. That's all for part 2. We're now going to move on to part 3, where we will talk more about this topic in detail. Do you think it's important for young people to be ambitious? Why or why not?
Yes, I think ambition is really important for young people because it gives you a goal to work towards. For example, I know some young people who want to become successful entrepreneurs, so they spend extra time learning about business, trying out small projects, and figuring out ways to improve their ideas. Without that kind of drive, it's easy to just go along with whatever happens and not really achieve much. I feel that having ambition also makes it easier to push through challenges because you have something meaningful to aim for.
What types of subject do young people need to study nowadays in order to be successful in the future?
I think young people should focus on both academic subjects and practical skills. Subjects like math, science, or economics are useful because they teach logical thinking and problem solving. At the same time, technology related skills like coding, digital tools, or data analysis are really important in today's job market. For example, someone who can analyze data will have an advantage in business or marketing. Besides that, soft skills such as communication, teamwork, and creativity are just as important. Of course, not everyone enjoys the same subjects, so it's also good to explore different areas to find what fits your strengths.
How will how will the school prepare young people for working life?
I think schools do a decent job teaching theory, but they often don't fully prepare students for real working life. For example, many students are good at exam but struggle with teamwork, managing time, or solving problems in practical situations, skills that are really important later on. From my experience, activities like joining a school club or helping organize school events can really help develop these skills. Even though these experiences don't replace real jobs, they give students a sense of responsibility and teach them how to work with others. At the same time, schools still provide a strong foundation of knowledge, which is very useful for the future.
To what extent do you think the internet is a valuable educational tool?
I think the internet is extremely valuable for learning because it gives me access to so many resources I wouldn't have otherwise. For example, when I want to learn something new like a language or a skill, I usually watch tutorials, read articles, or join online courses, and that really helps me understand things faster. I also sometimes join discussion forums or online communities to exchange ideas with people who have different perspectives. Of course, it can be distracting at times and not all information is reliable, so I always try to double check what I find. Overall, I feel that using the internet has made me more independent in learning and has allowed me to explore topics I'm genuinely interested in.
Okay, thank you very much. That's the end of the IELTS speaking test.
Okay, you're welcome.